People can sense something different about you even before you speak. It is not in the way you dress or walk. It is something deeper, something unexplainable. They look at you, and for a moment, they feel uneasy. It is not fear, but a strange mix of curiosity and discomfort. That is what happens when you start carrying the energy of restraint in a world built on indulgence. Before we go deeper, take a second to join the Telegram channel. The link is in the description. It is where I share thoughts that never make it to YouTube. You will like it there. There is something almost unsettling about a man who carries quiet strength. Not the loud kind that tries to dominate a room, but the calm, contained energy that demands respect without ever asking for it. That is the kind of energy men on semen retention begin to radiate after some time. And that energy does something strange to people around them. It makes some curious, soul-main-speeded, and others uncomfortable. Now, let us talk about the aura of semen retention. Most people think it is just about holding energy, but that is only a small part of the story. The real reason it triggers insecurity in others is psychological, not biological. It is about what happens to your presence when you stop being led by compulsions. When a man practices retention sincerely, his energy stops leaking into distractions. His focus shifts inward. He stops chasing attention and starts carrying attention. People can feel this shift. It is almost like gravity. You walk into a place, and instead of looking around for validation, you stand still, and the world adjusts to you. That is when people begin to feel strange around you. You see, most people are addicted to validation. They get their sense of worth by how others react to them. But a man on retention does not seek that. He has his own source of validation from within, and that inner independence challenges others on a subconscious level. It exposes their own dependence on the world's approval. That exposure is uncomfortable. So instead of being inspired, some feel insecure. What is even more fascinating is how subtle it is. You might not say a single word, yet people will start projecting emotions onto you. Some will think you are arrogant. Others will assume you are judging them. You are not. You are just being still. But stillness can be intimidating in a world addicted to noise. There is a concept in psychology called energetic mirroring. It means that when someone with a strong emotional charge enters a space, others unconsciously mirror or resist that charge. A man on retention has intense internal coherence. His mind, emotions, and body are aligned. Most people are fragmented inside, pulled in different directions by desires, habits, and fear. When someone coherent stands next to them, it exposes that fragmentation. That is why they feel uncomfortable. They are not reacting to you. They are reacting to the parts of themselves they have been avoiding. Retention is not just about controlling desire. It is about transmuting desire into direction. You begin to move with clarity. You no longer waste energy chasing fleeting highs. This gives you a quiet confidence that cannot be faked. Confidence without words, without the need for display. And in a world where most confidence is performative, this type of authenticity hits differently. It disrupts people's patterns. When you stop trying to please, you automatically trigger those who still depend on pleasing to survive. When you stop chasing, you reveal who is running. When you hold your energy, you remind others of how much they have lost theirs. It is not something you say or do. It is simply what your presence represents. The most interesting part is how this energy affects both genders differently. Men feel challenged by it. Women feel intrigued by it. But even in both cases, it is not about physical attraction. It is about energetic polarity. Women feel drawn because that energy represents stability. Men feel uneasy because it represents discipline, and discipline is rare. The discomfort others feel is also a reflection of the collective state of the modern world. We live in a culture that glorifies instant gratification. Everyone wants quick rewards without long effort. Retention, on the other hand, is the rejection of that idea. It says, I do not need to consume to feel whole. That statement alone shakes people's belief systems. It questions everything they think happiness means. When you meet a man who does not chase pleasure, you are meeting someone who cannot be controlled easily. Society is built on manipulation through desires. The moment you stop being manipulated by them, you step outside the matrix of collective weakness. That independence is threatening to those still trapped inside it. Many times, You will notice subtle hostility. People may become passive. They may mock your calmness or call you boring. They might say you are taking things too seriously. What they are really saying is, your discipline reminds me of my lack of it. The ego does not like that reflection, so it projects criticism to protect itself, but not everyone will react negatively. Some will see you and feel something awaken in them. They will not know what it is exactly, but they will feel it, a sense that they could also be more, that they could also carry themselves with dignity instead of desperation. Those are the people who are ready for transformation. You see, retention is not about superiority. It is about alignment. You stop scattering your attention outward and start consolidating it inward. This creates magnetic presence. It is not mystical. It is simply the natural result of inner coherence. There is another layer that most do not talk about. When you practice retention, your nervous system stays. You are less reactive. You listen more. You speak slower. You do not rush to fill silence. These small shifts are powerful because modern communication is filled with anxiety. People speak to escape silence. When they meet someone comfortable in silence, it throws them off balance. They start questioning why they feel restless when you do not. This is also why people might say your aura feels different. It is not energy floating in the air. It is nervous system regulation radiating calm. Calmness is powerful because it is rare. The world rewards speed and noise, but peace commands respect. Over time, you'll notice that certain people drift away. Do not chase them. Their energy cannot handle yours yet. You are not supposed to shrink to make them comfortable. Growth always creates friction. You will also attract new people who match your frequency. They will value depth, silence, and real connection. Another aspect that triggers insecurity is the subtle hierarchy of energy. When you hold your life force, your presence naturally asserts dominance in a non-aggressive way. You are not trying to dominate. It is just that you are centered, and people instinctively sense hierarchy based on inner order, not words. It is the same reason why a calm lion commands more respect than a barking dog. Tetrutis. Retention is not for everyone. It is not meant to be trendy. It is a path for men who are tired of being slaves to their impulses, and the world is not kind to those who walk that path. It will test you. It will tempt you. It will make you doubt yourself. But every time you resist, you strengthen the signal that you send into the world. And that signal is what creates the aura people talk about. It is not something you wear. It is something you become. The aura is just integrity made visible. As your energy builds, you start noticing that the things that once pulled you now pass through you. The same distractions that used to excite you now look small. The same conversations that once entertained you now feel hollow. This disinterest can confuse people. They think you are cold or detached, but you are not detached from life. You are detached from what drains life. There is a difference. Retention trains your nervous system to stop needing stimulation to feel alive. And that is revolutionary in a time when everyone is overstimulated and under. You are becoming whole again. People sense that wholeness. They cannot always explain it, but they can feel it. And when they do, they measure themselves against it. If they are insecure, it will trigger them. If they are aware, it will inspire them. Either way, your existence becomes a mirror. Remember, the more you grow, the more resistance you will attract. It is not personal. It is spiritual physics. High order disturbs disorder. Calmness disturbs chaos. Focus disturbs distraction. That is how energy balances itself. So, if your retention journey makes people act strange around you, understand that it is a sign of progress. It means your frequency is rising. The discomfort of others is proof of your transformation. Do not take it as rejection. Take it as reflection. What truly separates men on retention from others is the ability to hold energy without the need to discharge it compulsively. This ability to hold tension is the foundation of leadership, creativity, and deep connection, because whoever can hold more energy can handle more life, and that capacity commands natural respect. But always remember, this journey is not about ego. Do not use your discipline to feel superior. Use it to serve better, to allow deeper to create more meaning. True power is quiet. It does not need to prove itself. In a world obsessed with being seen, real power lies in being felt. Retention gives you that power. The kind that does not shout but still shakes the room. The kind that inspires others to question why they feel smaller around you. The kind that does not fade when the lights are off. That is why your aura triggers insecurity, because it reminds people of what they could be if they stopped running from themselves. You have become a mirror that reflects potential. Some will thank you for it. Others will resent you. But both reactions mean the same thing. You have become noticeable without trying. And that is the ultimate transformation. When your silence speaks louder than words. When your stillness shakes people's comfort zones. When your discipline becomes your magnetism. Never forget this truth. You are not doing semen retention to impress anyone. You are doing it to return to your natural state. A state of focus, calm, and quiet dominance. The world does not need more loud men. It needs more grounded men. So, keep your energy. Guard it. Refine it. And when the world reacts with insecurity, smile. Because their discomfort is proof that your light is real. If this message resonated with you, remember to join the Telegram channel linked in the description. There, we talk about things that cannot be shared here. And if you would like to support this work, consider using the thanks button below. Every contribution, no matter how small, is deeply appreciated. Stay strong, stay centered, and keep your energy sacred.